back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about my weight loss journey, how I lost around 35 pounds in around 7 to 6 weeks. So I'm just going to be talking about the things that I did, my little chart that I made that I'll show over here, the tips that I have, and what helped me through my weight loss journey. If you're new to this channel, hello, welcome. I'm Jade. Thank you for coming to my channel, and I hope you guys will subscribe and like this, and let's get started in my weight loss journey. So before I get into the information about the weight loss, I wanted to show right here, this is me at my highest at 275, highest I've ever been in my entire life. That is why I started this weight loss journey. I was not in a good place during this time. I was dealing with a lot of pain from my past that caught up to me in weight gain. I wasn't really happy in life, honestly. It was just like a really, really rough time, so I just let myself go. So after seeing myself and going to the doctors, like weighing myself and seeing I was 275, I just said, you know what, no, this is over. I'm done. I've had enough. I need to get my life back on track. I need to start eating good again, because I was eating like crap. When I tell you I was eating like crap, it was bad. There was points where I was eating whole entire cakes because I was just so, honestly, a little depressed during this time of my life. So I'm just going to be breaking down how I lost this weight into 3 sections and then a little extra section just for tips. So for my weight loss, what I thought was important and what kind of helped me was doing it in like a pie chart kind of thing. So dieting was the most important aspect of my weight loss, and that is around 60%. Exercise was next, around 30%, and then self-care and self-motivation was 10%. So I'm just going to go through each category and break it down into why it's important, what I did during that section, and if I have any tips or stuff like that. So let's start with the first part, dieting, which to me is the most important aspect of weight loss. If you don't have a good diet, if you're eating like crap, you're not going to lose any weight. Doesn't matter if you're working out 1,000 times a week, you're not going to lose any weight, because your diet is essential to how you work out. It's essential to how you live your life, honestly, and that was essential to my weight loss. So for my journey, I was actually on a 6-week program with the camp, and it's very strict, it's very structured. So I did this exercise diet for 6 weeks, but before I even started that, I went on to the ketogenic diet for I think like 2 or 3 weeks, and I lost 13 pounds just doing that. So no exercise, nothing, just changing my diet that way. I lost some weight, but I got to the point where my body was used to the diet. I didn't lose any weight again. I needed to start working out. So I decided to join a 6-week program, like I said, at the camp, and it was a guaranteed, if you follow this strict to strict, do exactly what they say, you'll lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks. I actually lost 25 pounds in 6 weeks. For the diet, it was very specific. I mean, very, very specific. There was like no food on there. Honestly, I was nervous because I'm a foodie. I love eating bad foods mostly, but the food on there was very strict, but it was good food for you. So for proteins, because of my weight and because of how much I needed to lose, I was only allowed to eat 4 ounces of food, which was extremely hard from going to like a big full plate of food, tiny little portions, but it obviously worked. So for the 4 ounces of protein, it was very specific of the food. It was like 99% ground turkey, tofu, chicken, some fish like whitefish, tuna, and egg whites. So that's kind of all I was allowed to eat for protein. Like I said, it was so hard because that was a long time, 6 weeks just eating that was it, but I did it, so it definitely was worth it. For my carbs, I was only allowed to eat 2 ounces of carbs, and this included like brown rice, quinoa, oatmeal, sweet potato, and that was it. Only 4 things for the carbs. Again, very hard to try to make meals out of these small little portions out of the same food, but I managed it, so that was fine. And then obviously unlimited veggies, but more of the green veggies like asparagus, broccoli, green beans, that kind of stuff. So that's the diet that I was following. That's the food that I was eating, and that was the only food I was allowed to eat. So like I said, it was extremely hard to do, but around week 2, around week 3, I was kind of into it, I guess. I was complaining the entire time because I just love my food and I was missing my food so much, and your body will fight you to try to go back to that normalcy because, you know, your body doesn't really like to go through major changes like that. But definitely stay strong, stick to it, and stick with your diet, because if you don't, you're just gonna ruin the entire experience. As well as my food, I had to drink a lot of protein shakes, so I was having at least 3 protein shakes a day, replace a meal. But protein shakes are really essential if you're working out a lot too. It just helps helps build that muscle back and just helps you retain that energy from working out. There was one week during the challenge that I actually did cheat. I went to a nice restaurant and I gained a pound that week. So that really kicked me into gear for the next week to lose even more. So I think that following week I lost like 5 more pounds. The next part of my little chart is exercise, which is 30%. Exercise is obviously essential to losing weight. I was doing a lot of HIIT exercises, so high intensity interval training with the camp, a lot of cardio, a lot of weight training in a way, and a lot of reps and sets. Basically a personal trainer that like led the entire room to like do the exercises. So that was nice. I never went in not knowing what I was going to do. I sometimes feel at the gym, but during the camp, it was a lot of fun. They definitely worked with you really well. If you couldn't do an exercise, you would have to like modify it a little bit, which was fine. You would still do the exercise, but they understood not everybody was on the same level. That was very nice to know that I could take a break. I could reduce what I was doing just to match how I was doing at the time. And when I started, I was not doing well. I was so out of shape. It was very depressing to actually realize this is bad. But now one thing that I've done that I'm really impressed with are doing leg raises. I never could have done those before, and now I'm doing them all the time at the gym. So that's one thing that I personally saw a major change. The exercises were around 45 minutes long. We did like a warm-up, 5 to 7 minutes, and then we did the main workout. We usually have 7 or 8 stations that we would do 2 or 3 workouts at, and then we had a cool down section to stretch and all that kind of stuff. So it was around 45 minutes to an hour, just depending on instructor and depending on like what type of exercise we were doing. They were always different each day. So Monday and Thursday was like for upper body, and then Tuesday, Friday was lower body, and Wednesday was full body. So we weren't doing arms, legs. Like we had gaps between. There was different times you could go and stuff like that. So definitely if you're working out on your own gym, don't do the same workout over and over in a row, because you need to have your muscles relaxed. I recommend doing like legs and then arms and then full body, maybe a day of cardio. Like do different things, different days if you're gonna be going 5 times a week in a row, because if you do too much exercises on certain areas, you're gonna get way too sore. You're gonna get discouraged because you don't want to go because you're hurting everywhere. So definitely like do different things and research before you go to the gym. Look at YouTube. There's plenty of exercise on YouTube. I look at Pinterest a lot because they have little infograms that you can just follow along easily. I use Pinterest a lot for my workouts, but definitely exercise and find something you like to do. Because if you don't like something that you're doing, you're not gonna have fun and you're just gonna want to quit. Maybe try some yoga or go biking or go swimming. Just try different exercises that you will enjoy to add into your exercise regimen. The last part of my little pie chart is self-motivation and self-care, which is 10%. I feel like this is important for working out and dieting, because if you're not motivated to do it, you're not gonna do it. And just with that, make sure you're doing it for yourself and not anybody else. There was a lot of times in my past when I was like in high school that, oh, I need to lose weight so the guys can like me. And that's not a good mindset to have. You need to do it because you want to feel healthy, you want to feel better, and not because you want to feel hot, you know? So you definitely need to get into your workout, into your weight loss program, weight loss progress, whatever you're doing, with that kind of mindset of, I'm doing this for me, I'm doing it to make myself healthy, to be better, to be a better version of myself, and leave it at that. It was extremely hard at first. I struggled a lot, but I broke through. I felt determined. I was doing it, and one reason why I was doing it so well was because of my friends. I did it with like 5 other friends, so we were all in a big group chat. We were constantly telling each other that we're doing well, sharing meal prepping plans, sharing our weight loss, our victories and our defeats. So we were definitely just motivating each other to go. So if you're alone, which is fine, you can do this alone, but try to find a friend at the gym. Try to get a gym buddy, someone at home. If you don't really have a gym buddy, maybe your parents can help you meal prep, or you can have your friends come over and help you meal prep. Just find a buddy to do this with in some aspect, because it'll just make your journey a lot easier. At the camp, it wasn't all of these buff people. We were all in different areas of our life. There's people who weighed more than me, people who weighed less, people who were stronger than me, people who were weaker than me. So it was nice to know that I wasn't below all these people. Like, they were going there for years, they knew exactly what to do. A lot of people were starting out for the first time, so that was really good to know. Because I know at the gym it can get really intensified and very nerve-wracking to go to the gym and not know what to do, and you see all these people and they like look like they're knowing what they're doing. I definitely enjoyed being in a room where I wasn't alone. I had people from different walks of life all around me on the same type of journey, so that was very nice to have. Something that was very important to me was taking pictures and videos throughout the entire 6 weeks I was doing this program. Every single Monday we had weigh-ins, so I would write down my weigh-ins on a chart, what I lost, but I also took pictures and videos, and I'll show my little TikTok that I made. That's kind of how I did my videos over the week. I just like videotape, and just seeing the difference was amazing. crazy. Looking back now, like, I can't believe I actually weighed that much. So it's pretty cool to see how your body goes through changes, because you may not think in your mind like, oh, I'm not even losing weight, blah, 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 1 pound is nothing. But it may look completely different in a picture. 1 pound to 5 pounds could look completely different than like on paper versus on a photo. So just definitely take pictures and photos. Even if you don't share them, do it for yourself. That way you can have that photo and video evidence in the future. The last thing that motivated me was paying for the program. This program was expensive. I'm not gonna lie, it was expensive, but it was definitely worth it. And if you pay for something, I feel like you're more gonna do it. Obviously, you don't have to pay for having a gym membership. You can work out at home, do all that kind of stuff with YouTube. But for me, I needed to pay to do it, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have done it. So that was like honestly my main motivation was like, I'm paying for this, it's coming out of my pocket, I need to work as hard as I can. That way I get all the money back in my mind of like, it was worth it doing this. And now for some tips about my weight loss journey, and just tips and advice that could help you on yours. Like I said before, number one for me is just don't cheat. Just get through whatever program you're trying to get through, and don't cheat, because it just ruins everything. And if you have to have a cheat, that's okay. It's okay to cheat, but just try to make it small. Don't go out and have like a buffet style type of dinner. Like, you want like an ice cream, get like one little tiny single scoop of ice cream. Or if you want chips, get like a little tiny bowl of chips just to get that taste. But don't overgorge yourself, especially that you haven't had it in a long time. Your body's like, oh, this is what I like, give me some more. Don't listen to that. Just keep staying strong and keep on your dieting or whatever you're trying to do, or just eating healthy. Number two would be to drink lots of water. This just helps your workouts. It helps your body get rid of anything that's toxic in there. If you want to do detoxing, that's also good as well. Putting some cucumbers or something like that in your water, totally fine. It just helps you reset your body. Number three is to get plenty of rest. Don't go working out for like 40 hours and then come home, sleep for an hour, and get up and go work out again. You need to rest at least 8 hours every night. This just helps your body recover, honestly, from being sore, because your body will be sore if you're starting out. It will be extremely sore, and it could be intense pain that just makes you not want to go to the gym. But getting that rest, drinking that water will help your muscles rebuild themselves and get to the point where you can go work out again. Number four for my specific program is to not get behind on your workouts. I remember like the last 2 weeks I had to do doubles because I was slacking during those 6 weeks. So definitely get ahead on your workouts. Don't wait till the last minute. Try to go at least 3 times a week, whatever your goal is. Try to do that. And to this, if you have your work schedule like in advance, I got mine 2 weeks in advance, so I could go through the weeks and be like, okay, I'm off earlier today, so I'm gonna go to the gym this time. I don't work till night today, so I'm gonna go before I go to the work. So trying to like plan it ahead on your workouts, that way you know when you're going and it kind of is in your schedule to go work out. And lastly, take advantage of any help from anybody. People are offering extra classes. If a friend wants to do a meal prepping party, your friend wants to go bike riding or something, take advantage of anything you can do to work out or just to get some extra help. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. And if you guys have any specific questions about anything, just let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.